Good morning, everyone. Welcome into this day with Quimper Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. You are beloved, and you are welcome here. Whether tears have fallen from your eyes this past week, or gleeful laughter has spilled out of your smiling mouth, you are beloved, and you are welcome here. Whether you are feeling brave or brokenhearted, defiant or defeated, fearsome or fearful, you are beloved, and you are welcome here. Whether you have untold stories buried deep inside, or stories that have been forced beyond the edges of comfort, you are beloved, and you are welcome here. Whether you have made promises, broken promises, or are renewing your promises, you are beloved, and you are welcome here. Whatever is in your heart, however it is with your soul in this moment, you are beloved, and you are welcome here. In this space of welcome and acceptance, commitment and recommitment, of covenant and connection, let us worship together. My name is Elizabeth Walker, and I'm a member of the board here at QUUF. As we gather, I acknowledge that the water, land, and shorelines here in Port Townsend are the traditional territory of the S'Klallam and Chemakum peoples. We honor and acknowledge our indigenous members and neighbors and vow to help restore and sustain these homelands. If you're visiting today, I offer a special welcome and invite you to join us for refreshments and conversation in the fellowship hall after the service. We have a newcomers table near the patio doors where our greeters are ready to answer any questions you might have. Welcome to you all this morning. We're glad that you're here. Announcement from the board. How many of you are members of this fellowship? Yay. And because you are members, what are you going to do this Tuesday evening? Coming to the State of the Fellowship meeting with a special meeting to vote on bylaws. What time is the meeting? 6:30. All of you are right. The meeting starts at 6. We really want you to get here early so that everybody's checked in and ready to go, and to ensure that you do that, we are serving goodies between 5:30 and 6. If you have a proxy vote, you need to check in with your proxy by 5:45. Find me. I'm the check-in person for proxies. How many of you have read the proposed bylaws revision so that you know what we are voting for? Oh, that is really good. The rest of you, if you could do that, that would be fabulous. It takes a while. It takes some brain power, but it's going to mean that our vote can go really quickly Tuesday night. You can find it on the QUF.org homepage. There's a special meeting homepage right there, and it's got a link to the bylaws. Okay, we need to show up in person so that we can get a quorum of voters. If not enough people show up, even if a whole bunch of people vote by proxy, it's not going to be a valid vote. Please come if you can. Do proxies if you can't. At the meeting, we'll get reports of the state of our fellowship, plus we'll have music and slides and refreshments, and there will be childcare. We hope that when you leave, you'll know more about the state of the fellowship, feel more connected to all that we are, and have a fabulous set of bylaws that's going to lead us into the future. Raise your hand if you need a ride to the meeting. This Tuesday evening, 5:30, in this very room, check-ins out there. Please show up. And now I'd like to welcome Mary Tyberski to share some exciting news.
Using nothing more than the very ordinary gifts of hospitality, love, attention, and presence, we make the world a better place. Those words of the Reverend Linda Hart are the underpinning of our newest fundraiser, Dining for Dollars. I am so excited to announce today that the auction is live and you can get your bid numbers and start bidding. on wonderful and creative offerings to fill your social calendar all the way through September. The Dining for Dollars team will be in the fellowship hall to assist you if you need help getting your bidding number, or you can go to the Autria website through the QUUF website or today's Sunday announcement. There's a link there. Or follow the instructions on this handy little yellow sheet. It also lists our 24 wonderful meals and events. We suggest that you put your credit card number in, which will make checkout a breeze. If you are a couple bidding, we suggest that each of you get a bid number. This can make it easier to, to ensure that you both get a seat together. There are 24 fantastic meals and events for you to choose from. Bid often in the spirit of hospitality, love, generosity, and your presence. Thank you.
And now we have a stewardship moment. We welcome Donna Frostholm and Zoe Lamp.
Hi, I'm Donna Frostholm,
And I'm Zoe Lamp.
and we're here today to talk during the stewardship moment to let you know about some of the religious education programs that our pledges support. I'm always impressed by what we do here at QUUF with our RE program. For example, the Coming of Age program for 9 to 11-year-olds, which pairs an adult mentor with a youth mentee. When I served as a mentor in the past, this program included monthly meetings here at QUUF, provided ways for the pair to get to know each other better, involved a service project within QUUF and a service project in the larger community, and came to a close near the end of the church year with the youth presenting their credo statements during a Sunday service. Coming of Age encourages meaningful interactions, builds trust, supports community engagement, and fosters spiritual growth, and this program starts up in the fall. Another intergenerational program that pairs an adult with a young person is Mystery Pals. The mystery is that neither knows who they've been paired with. Notes and small gifts are exchanged each Sunday. After a few weeks of sharing information about themselves, the Mystery Pals get to meet. This program supports connections within QUUF. If you would like to become more involved with the youth programs, the Mystery Pals start up in March.
Thank you, Donna. So there are so many things that I get excited about with RE, but I want to focus on OWL. OWL stands for Our Whole Lives. It's a comprehensive sexuality education curriculum offered here at QUUF. So how many adults over 40, 45 remember your health education classes? Yes. Okay, mine consisted of I asked a question, my mother gave me a pamphlet written by Kotex and said, go read this and let me know if you have any questions. I don't know if there was anything left out of that, but so unlike what I experienced, OWL classes provide appropriate age information in a safe space for our youth to ask questions and get accurate information. I don't know about anybody else, but I sure wish we had OWL when I was young. Our congregation provides a loving community and a safety net for upcoming generations. Our young people enrich our community and bring a vibrant essence to our spiritual home. Okay, I have to admit that this morning when I got up, I didn't realize it was youth service. So we had prepared our things not knowing it was youth service. So I tweaked mine a little bit. And I just want to ask, as you participate in Sunday service today, that you remember that our pledges, your pledges, go to support the youth that are up front and center this morning and the programs that support them. We have amazing youth and incredible youth programs. So, thank you.
Our lovely flower arrangement today was donated in loving memory of Carol Farley, loving mother to Angela Graziano and Jesse Wild, awesome JAMA to Taylor and Lauren Tracy. Let us settle our minds and calm our hearts as we begin our time together.
I feel like there's an explosion building up inside. I feel like there's a hand out to grab me any moment. I feel like I'm in darkness and irritating silence. I feel like I'm in close and can't quite get it out. I'm just too satisfied. I can't think no more. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. It's coming down at once in our lives with no control. I'm just too satisfied. I can't I'm just too satisfied. Everything's going down in flames. I'm just too satisfied 'cause I can't carry it anymore. It's crashing out with the weight and pressure inside. I just need to breathe to see all the things I've accomplished, build more confidence and strength in myself. I'll just breathe. I just need to breathe. I'm just too satisfied. I can't think no more. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. It's coming down to what's in our lives with no control. I'm just too satisfied. I'm counting all the work we've done. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going down in flames. I'm just too satisfied 'cause I can't carry the world anymore. It's crushing us with the weight and pressure inside. I just gotta fly by with the water I've come. I just gotta win on going tug of war with stress. I just gotta live through the emotions tangled up inside. I just gotta distract myself from the emotions tangled up inside. I'm just too satisfied. I can't think no more. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going wrong in my life. It's coming down on what's in our lives with no control. Just too satisfied 'cause counting all the work we've done. I'm just too satisfied 'cause everything's going
Welcome to our annual youth service. Our opening words are from the Desiderata by Max Etherman. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence.
Please join me in our chalice sliding words by Maureen Killeran. Spirit of all blessing, be with us in the ordinariness of our days. May hope's light guard us and keep cynicism from our hearts. May the energy of laughter build endurance for the dark times of our lives. May the flame of justice be a beacon for the choices we must make. May peace be ever in us and sustain our stressful days. Spirit of all blessing, be with us in the ordinariness of our days.
This is a song that the youth requested that we all sing this morning. And you may already know it. It goes,
Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
do that again. Ready, and.
Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
The second part sounds like this.
Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain?
Again.
Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain?
Together.
Just one moment. Sorry. You're going to get a chance to sing one of those parts. We're going to sing it together, and then we're going to split into harmony. I'm going to sing the low part over here. Pat's going to keep going on the high part, so you get to choose what you want to do when we split.
And you can switch back and forth, too. Ready?
Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Thank you.
children up now for time for all of ages. We're welcoming all the children now for Time of All Ages. And this story is Wimbly Worried by Kevin Hanks. Wimberly worried about everything. Big things.
I wanted to make sure you were still here.
Little things, and things in between.
Mama, what if I shrink?
Wimberly worried in the morning. She worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. At home, Wimberly worried about the tree in the front yard.
What if it falls on our house?
And the crack in the living room wall.
What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it?
And the noise the radiators made.
What if there's a snake inside?
At the playground, Wimberly worried about the chains on the swings, and the bolts on the slide, and the bars on the jungle gym.
Too rusty, too loose, too high.
And always she worried about her doll Petal.
Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I'll wait for you, Petal. Petal lasts forever. I found her, sweetie.
Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wimberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wimberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal wouldn't have any ears left at all. On her birthday, Wimberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about.
This is the best present ever. I wish I had birthday today.
But then Wimberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. On Halloween, Wimberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried because she was all alone. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Soon, Wimberly had a new worry, school. Wimberly worried about the start of school more than anything she ever worried about before.
I love school.
New morning nursery school, starting now. By the time the first day arrived, Wimberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. Well, Wimberly's parents talked to the teacher, Miss Peachum. Wimberly looked around the room. Then Miss Peachum said, Wimberly, there is someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wimberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved, Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Jewel. Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wimberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Throughout the morning, Wimbley and Jewel sat side by side and played together wherever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wimbley worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. Before Wimbley knew it, it was time to go home. "Come back tomorrow," called Miss Beecham. As the students walked out the door, Wimberly turned and smiled and waved. "I will," she said. "Don't worry." This service is an intergenerational one for those 6th grade and above. Oh yeah, wait a minute. You guys can go now if you want. Oh yeah, and yeah, we're singing out the children now.
We pause for a time of generosity and to receive an offering. As always, on the first Sunday of the month, we equally split our donations between supporting the life and ministry of QUUF and supporting our vital local food banks. The ushers will come among you to receive the offering, and additional ways for giving are projected. Our offering today is under pressure. We encourage people to sing along. Please join me in our offering words. This fellowship is the community of ourselves. Its energy and resources are our energy and resources. Its wealth is what we share. As we contribute to the life of this community, we affirm our lives within it.
If you'd like to follow me over here.
never of knowing what the world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Hey, tomorrow takes me higher. Pressure's on people on streets. Turned away from it all like a blind man. Stand on the fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn.
This time is set aside to share joys and sorrows. We recognize that our personal joys and sorrows are only a fragment of the joys and sorrows of the larger community of life. And thus, we place this first stone, thinking in particular of Black History Month. As President Gerald Ford said in 1976, this is celebrated to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. And now, within the congregation, we light a candle for Joellen Thompson, who has broken her ankle in 2 places and will have surgery tomorrow, February 5th. We place a final stone, holding in our hearts the joys and sorrows I've just shared, but also thinking of such joys and sorrows among us that are unexpressed but of no less importance. We will now enter a time of silence with these words from Max Ehrmann. Whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world.
Our reading this morning comes from poet Maggie Smith, Good Bones. Life is short, though I keep this from my children. Life is short, and I've shortened mine. In 1,000 delicious ill-advised ways, 1,000 delicious ill-advised ways, I'll keep from my children. The world is at least 50% terrible, and that's a conservative estimate, though I keep this from my children. For every bird, there's a stone thrown at a bird. For every loved child, a child. Our reading this morning comes from poet Maggie Smith, Good Bones. Life is short, though I keep this from my children. Life is short, and I've shortened mine. In 1,000 delicious ill-advised ways, 1,000 delicious ill-advised ways, I'll keep from my children. The world is at least 50% terrible, and that's a conservative estimate, though I keep this from my children. For every bird, there's a stone thrown at a bird. For every loved child, a child broken, bagged, sunk in the lake. Life is short, and the world is at least half terrible. For every kind stranger, there's one that would break you. Though I keep this from my children, I am trying to sell them the world. Any decent realtor walking through a real shithole trips on about good bones. This place could be beautiful, right? You could make this place beautiful.
Why do you hate people who are same as you? Why do you blame people for what you do? Why do you treat people in my door so cold? And everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, makes the same, makes the same. Everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, makes the same, makes the same. Why do you hate people for what they are when they are people just like you are? We are all people in this world just like you are. Why do you hate people for what they are when they are people just like you are? We are all people in this world just like you are. 'Cause everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, but makes the same, makes the same. Everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, but makes the same, makes the same. There's only one of me and that's me. There's only one of you and that's you. There's only one of us and that is us, and that's why I say everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, makes the same, makes the same. Everybody's different in their own different ways. Everybody's different, makes the same, makes the same. Makes the same.
As you all probably know, this service is focusing on stress. But you might be wondering, what is actually going on in the body when you are feeling stressed? When you encounter a stressful situation, like writing this sermon perhaps, a part of your brain called the hypothalamus sends a message to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland then sends a message with the adrenocorticotropic hormone to the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands release cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are what cause certain symptoms related to stress, such as a faster heartbeat, sweating, or nausea, to name a few. However, despite the negative connotations we have with stress, it can actually help your productivity. In fact, the reason why our bodies respond this way in the first place is because it provides a boost when we need it, particularly for dangerous situations where we may need to be alert and act quickly. This type of stress is referred to as eustress. Eustress is infrequent and short-lived. The opposite of this is distress, and that is the type of stress that can be a larger problem. Distress is often long-term and brings with it more serious issues. These include anxiety, depression, substance abuse, sleep disorders, digestive issues, headaches, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's, heart disease, stroke, and heart attacks. It can also weaken the immune system, making individuals more susceptible to illnesses. Another way in which stress is categorized is emotional stress and physical stress. These are defined by what is causing the stress. If it is caused by things such as deadlines, life changes, or financial struggles, it is emotional. If it is caused by things like sickness, injury, or lack of sleep, it is physical. Both of these types can have negative effects on your well-being, so it is important to find ways to deal with them. Thankfully, there are many great ways to cope with stress. Exercise is a good one. Personally, I find that biking or taking walks in nature helps me to get out of my head and relax. In addition, spending time with friends and family can provide relief. Socializing can actually release a hormone that decreases anxiety. A healthy diet also goes a long way in combating stress, especially as cortisol can cause fat and sugar cravings. It's important to avoid using drugs and alcohol as coping mechanisms, as this can lead to over-reliance and addiction. Another way to manage stress levels is by doing things you enjoy. Making time for hobbies and ensuring you have a good work-home balance can reduce stress significantly. If stress gets to be too much, though, therapists and other professionals can be great resources. So I talked about what happens to your body when you feel stressed, but what about when you stop feeling this way? Well, when the stressor is removed from your life, your body may actually remain in the same state of stress for a little while before fully recovering. In fact, it is possible to become ill as a result of your body being out of balance. Eventually, though, you should feel relief and all the systems in your body should be functioning normally. To close off this part of the sermon, I will share what some of the other youth involved in this service had to say about what makes them stressed and how they deal with it. Raul finds that certain aspects of sailing are stressful, such as handling dock lines, while others are calming. Emma said that hanging out with dogs is good for de-stressing. Tommy had a hard time narrowing down what stresses him out, similarly to how Wemberly from the picture book experienced stress.
Imagine yourself in a world with no stressors and Imagine yourself in a world with no stressors, no division, and no despair. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could just be yourself, no worries. When you read or watch the news, there would be no division. Most of the news would just be nice people helping others. Kind of like the thing you see after all the miserable news stories you watch. However, it doesn't seem to work that way. In this world of suffering, everyone's divided. They all seem to pick a side. We're in a world that seems to point out the differences instead of the similarities. A society that keeps telling us the world's going to end at the same time they're telling us what's wrong with us. How are we not supposed to be stressed when we're in this doom? Now, there are ways we deal with stress and despair. We're not all depressed. Some, like me, try to distract themselves from it, like doing the things they love, watching comedic things that don't connect with world problems, and listening to music. However, others tend to soak the negative information up with comedic shows or through memes. Even though a lot seem to try to distract ourselves, some, like Greta Thunberg, for example, try to fix the world. The world's kind of burning up right now, both literally and societally. This weight and despair can really affect us in different ways we can't explain. So first, why is the news so depressing? Well, a lot of it has to deal with capitalism, drama sells. This triggers people's emotions. A lot of people hear news stories, and at first it makes them think that it's dangerous out there, and it's going to happen to them. The reality is that frequently it's just one person, one place, one thing that's gone wrong. This alone can make you stressed. But how can the stress impact you? There are many ways stress can impact a person, but these are ways it impacts me. One is that sometimes if I get stressed, especially with things I have to do, I don't do as much as I want to, because since I spend most of the time stressing over it. Another way it affects me is stress makes me panic and not know what to do. This feeling also sometimes makes others forget about their physical health as well as mental health. For some people, stress can even make them take actions without thinking. That pressure can make you do stupid things you never thought you would do as well. This is why I like to distract myself from the load it makes me carry. The distraction isn't always the answer. For instance, if you distract yourself too much, it can make you not care as much. Stress could even start building up without you noticing and become a bigger problem. This could even lead to despair. Stress has some hope intertwined with the suffering, whereas despair is when you lose hope completely. These emotions go round and round in this nagging, overwhelming cycle. Stress and despair are interconnected sometimes, but how does despair impact us? This sense of doom can make us numb to the world. Heard that, tried that, same old, same old. I'm growing up in this world where I hear facts about global warming constantly, and those in powers act if youth have the solution. This happens a lot with different things, where the people who may have added to it or started it pass the burden on to us, thinking we will find the answer, we will make a change. However, the truth is that they were probably told the same thing, but just couldn't do anything about it. So what better way to brush your burden off than to place it on others and just hope? All of this adds up to the massive amount of stress that is the world and society we live in. We might have ways of dealing with it, but in the end, it's still there. Everything is feeding us stress and despair, no matter how much we try to separate ourselves. This crushing feelings affects not only you, but everyone around you, and there's no escape from that. Though it's overwhelming, you can overcome it and find peace in the world. One way you can find peace in the world is by working together. When the world is at your shoulders, weighing you down, when everything is overwhelming, you can't settle down, when everything is falling back, when you try to go forwards, there might be a way to work together through the struggle, so we can work together. We only work together, then we can accomplish everything. Work together, we all can just work together, then we can grieve mostly. Work together, we gotta all work together, then we can work our stress out eventually. Work together, yeah, when we work together, then we can accomplish anything. When the world's falling down, now no escape. Well, peace and world's falling apart now. We can work back together with working out together now. Yeah, we can work together. We all need work together. Then we can accomplish everything. Work together. We can just work together. Then we can agree mostly. Oh yeah. Work together. We all gotta work together. Then we can work out our stress eventually. stress and build unity for the things that smash. Work out on struggles now, even if we can't see how. Work out on things that stress and build unity for the things that smash. Work out on struggles now, even if we can't see how. Work together, we all need work together. We can accomplish everything. Work together, and when we work together, we can work together. When we work together, we can work our stress out. Eventually, work together. When we work together, we can accomplish anything. Work it, we can figure things out. Work it, take our stresses out. Work it, we can figure it out. Work it, take our stresses out. We can work it now.
Our closing song is When We Breathe in peace. When we breathe out love. Come stand if you're willing and able. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love.
Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. Please join us in our child's extinguishing words. We extinguish our flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. To carry our hearts until we are together again.
Hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. The part of you that is not alright, yeah, is also the part that loves the light. Comes from the place and the part of you that is suffering is the part that calls in change. And you don't have to feel ashamed. There is nothing to forgive. The part of you that is crying out is the part that wants to live. Yeah, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. I said, hope comes from the place where the hurt comes. When your world is burning down, well, getting hot is a sane reaction, but one in need of action, because your spirit needs protection. So gather up your sinew and gather up your faction. Hope is not a feeling, hope is an action. Hope comes